And now the Hansons and Hiatus podcast with Nate and Alexis.
Happy Friday, fuckers. It is episode 92 of the Hansons on Hiatus podcast. I'm your host, Nate, and this is my wife, Alexis.
Hey, guys. How's it going?
And don't forget to support the podcast. buymeacoffee.com/Hansons on Hiatus. You can buy us some virtual beers. And I'm already into stout season.
Yes.
I love it. I've been killing them all this week.
The reason for the season.
It is. I mean, they don't hit the same as if it's really cold, but they'll do. They will do. Also, hansonsonhiatus.com. You can find all of our links to the podcast, the merch shop. Alexis has put up a ton of new designs. I know we said it last Friday, and they didn't get up until Saturday, I think. But they're up now.
They are. Yeah. They're Christmas and New Year's.
That's right. And
a
Hanukkah.
lot of different things in between.
I was kidding. Sorry, no Hanukkah ones yet. But if you guys got some Hanukkah ideas, let us know.
Yeah, I don't want to touch that. I don't know.
And also, you can become a monthly Patreon supporter if you'd like to donate to the podcast monthly. If you like what we're hearing, if you enjoy the information, you can be a little fucky for $1. You can be a medium fucky for $5 a month, or you can be a big old fucky for $10 a month.
Love those big old fuckies.
I miss saying $9.99.
Yeah,
Big old fucky for $9.99.
I feel like it was really hard to say.
Yeah, I know.
$10.
Yeah,
about $1, $5, $10.
There you go. And again, if you have some ideas of what you'd like us to offer for the different tiers of the Patreon, let us know. If you want a shout out or a special episode or a custom beer chug or something, we can do it.
Yes. I think we'll come up with some ideas for 2025.
Yeah, definitely. And like, follow, share, subscribe, Spotify, YouTube, Instagram, iTunes, YouTube Music at Hansons on Hiatus.
You will find us there.
You will, hopefully. I don't know. WhatsApp has been down today a little bit. So.
Yeah, a little weird.
Yeah, and Facebook.
Yeah.
I always think it's funny. Like somebody posted on Facebook and said, "I can't post today. Is there something wrong with Facebook?" And I'm like, well, you posted that, so...
How are you posting now?
So it's working. At least some of it's working.
Maybe they meant post with pictures and stuff.
Maybe.
All the fun stuff.
Maybe. But last week, we had kind of a busy week. Usually...
It was.
We just kind of do things on the weekends, you know? Like living for the weekend. Working for the weekend.
I love you always say, we don't have too many plans this week. And then here come the plans.
Yeah. You're always making these plans for us, Lex. It's craziness.
We just have a lot of friends here, so they invite us to things. And we're like, sure.
Yeah. So Wednesday, last Wednesday, we went to the Interplaya match, and they were in the tournament for, I'm still trying to figure out these Mexican leagues.
They're difficult.
So, like, we take a break halfway through the season, like over the holidays, which I get. Sure. But they have, like, the playoffs kind of right now. So, like, we got eliminated because we won on Wednesday 4-1, but it's a 2-game thing. Like, we play away, or we played away this past weekend, and we lost 3-0. So, I think since they scored 1 point against us, and... I don't know. It's something like how it goes to point systems, basically. Gotcha. So we basically are out of the tournament, but it's like half of the season. But we play the tournament at the end of the next season. It's super weird. But we take a break now, then we start back up again in January.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very confusing.
Very confusing.
Yeah.
I do love the winter games though, nice and cool and fresh out. It feels like we're watching like football.
Yeah, like American football.
American football.
Right. So that was Wednesday. So yeah, unfortunately, no more Interplaya matches until I think mid-January, maybe the end of January. But then you went to a ladies' night,
yes,
little painty drinky.
Yes, I did. It was so much fun.
So tell me about it. What'd you do? Who'd you go with?
So we had one of my friends, Charlotte. She found this flyer. We've gone to paint nights together before, and they're usually a little pricey sometimes, like $40-$50 just for one glass of wine. And then I can understand they give you like the
paint don't cost that much.
True. Like a canvas and paint and everything, it shouldn't cost that much. So she found one that's like 300 pesos, which is like, $15-$20, which is great.
Nice.
So we went to that, and Thursday night it was squeegee painting. So we're painting with squeegees. I don't know if you know me, but these are my two loves. I love cleaning and I love crafting. Yeah. So I got my squeegee and I got my paint. I was a happy camper with some wine too. favorite things in the world.
I thought you were saying your two loves were your hands, and I was like, I love your hands too. They do some magical things. Like back rubs, you serious.
And we're done.
Yeah, you super weird fucks.
Dad, earmuffs, if you're listening.
I didn't say anything.
Yeah. So yeah, it was fun. They give you a glass of wine. They give you all the supplies and things, and it's I want to give her name. It's Willow Cat Studios, Willow Cat Art Studios. You can find her on Instagram. She's local around here. If anyone local is listening, she's amazing. She's like an old school art teacher, just looking to get, she's an artist and used to be an art teacher. She's still an art teacher,
right.
But she loves doing these, and you can just tell like one of those ladies that has like all the passion, like we're going to do this style and then we'll try this, but practice and just go with the flow.
What does her hair look like?
It was a little crazy.
Yeah. Well, I was just one. I mean, I'm super shocked that somebody named Willow Cat is an artist or an artsy person. I mean, it's very shocking.
Actually, her name is Dre.
Dre Willow Cat
Andrea,
Stevens
we
III.
call her Dre. Yeah. But her art, business is called Willow Cat Art Studio. So it was very fun. We
Is that Spanish for pussy willow?
Maybe. So yeah, we had a little bite with we went with Marlos came, our friend Marlos, Charlotte, and then our friend Shelly came, and then we met another friend Allison there. But we had a little bite to eat at Club Shadrawi before.
Oh, yeah, Club Shay.
we went to the grocery store and had some snacks and some drinks, pre-drinks before our free drink, which whatever. And then Marlos had this great idea. She's like, is there a bar there? And we're like, well, we assume if they're giving us wine, there has to be a bar. And she's like, it only says one glass of wine. It's not very specific. Maybe we should bring our own, like bottles of wine. I'm like, should we ask first? We're all contemplating this at the table. And then your favorite saying, Charlotte comes up and says, let's ask for forgiveness, not for permission. Just bring them. So we brought 2 bottles of wine along with us, 4 ladies.
There you go. Nice.
Just to make sure, we had enough to drink there.
Well, it's weird because I feel like a paint and wine night, they usually, if they do give you a free glass, that means they have wine, so they didn't sell any more or anything?
It didn't really say like it's at a bar. It's at a hotel bar. So obviously they're going to have drinks, but it didn't say like if there was going to be more for sale or what was going on.
Was there?
So there was.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
The free drink was awesome. You could pick red wine or, like a mescalita or a margarita, something like that. We all picked wine. It was fine.
Oh, nice.
But it was really fun. And they, once we asked, we were like, hey, by the way, we brought wine because we've never been here before. We didn't realize if there was gonna be a bar or not. So they were totally cool with it. They were like, oh, you guys are hilarious. They loved us all. They charged us like a little 50 peso corking fee.
Uncorking fee?
Uncorking fee, yeah. Corking fee? Uncorking fee.
I would think it'd be uncorking. Then you don't want to cork it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess so. Can you cork it to go?
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a lot of fun. We got to do a lot of practice stuff. There was kind of like a weird situation at the paint night though.
Oh, what's that?
So they had all the tables set up in like an L shape. So there was probably 11, 12 girls total, which we took up the whole rooftop. And then there was this random table, this woman there. She probably was she's in her 80s.
Oh,
and then she had a guy with her that looked like in his 20s, which we later found out that was her son, and he had some special needs.
Oh, gotcha.
They were at their own table, but she kept asking us, what are you doing? What are you painting? Was looking at everyone's artwork, asking questions. And we're all like, she seems a little weird. There's something going on.
Well, yeah, she has a 20-year-old son when she's in her 80s. That is real fucking weird.
Yeah, she one of the girls heard her say, like, my son. So we're like, oh, that's a weird situation. So anyway, we're all painting and doing our thing. And all of a sudden, she starts walking around again and holding up this big ring, not like a real diamond ring, but one of those kind of nicer costume jewelry rings. It was like a clear purpley kind of stone on it, and she's walking around showing it to everybody, and we're like, what is she doing with her ring? Why are you bothering us? We're painting and drinking, but still, what are you doing with your ring? She finally gets over to me and Marlos and says, would you want to buy my ring? And we're like, no, we're good. And no one really asked her, why are you selling it? But of course, Marlis goes, why are you selling your ring? And she's like, I need the money. And everyone was like, oh, like that just made me so sad. And we were all like, no, don't sell your ring. It's
Yeah.
beautiful. And then all the girls start like, do you need money? I got 50 pesos. I got 20 pesos. I got this. I got that. Do you need some money? And she wouldn't take any of it. She wanted to like sell something or do something for it. So I don't know what happened. She was still there when we left. I don't know if she lives on the rooftop or what, but it was really weird.
Weird. Well, I mean, she doesn't need that much money if she's dropping $20 at a paint night.
She wasn't painting though. She wasn't with the group.
She was just at the fancy hotel bar?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
But they weren't like eating, or I can't remember if they had a drink or not. Probably.
They're just drinking the rest of everybody's drinks.
I guess so. Like, you gonna finish that?
Yeah. Like in high school, you'd go around and like you run out of beer. You're like, everybody drink the little bit that's left.
Ugh.
Or maybe that's just me.
Yeah,
but.
that was probably just you. So, but it was a good time. We'll
No, it's
definitely
fun.
go back. We love the teacher, and we all had a great time. And
Oh,
it was
very
fairly
nice.
cheap, so
Oh, yeah, it's a good deal.
sign me up.
I mean, maybe I'll try sometime.
Yeah, it's not just a girls thing, so
Oh, okay.
guys are invited too.
Oh, we'll check it out.
We'll get the boys.
Yeah. And then Saturday we had a very strange day. So
It
our
was.
friends came over from Cozumel and we had lasagna day
Yeah.
on the roof.
Who doesn't want to eat lasagna in their bikini in the sun by the pool?
Yeah.
Come
And our friend Wanda, I love her. But it was lasagna she told us she had made out of the leftover ingredients for her wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
her wedding.
So we were kind of at first a little skeptical because the wedding was like a month ago.
No.
Uh,
It's like, well, yeah, like 2 weeks
yeah,
ago.
yeah. No. It was a month
It
ago.
was a month ago.
'Cause it wasn't like November 16th or something.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah. So a
Ding, ding.
couple days ago. But yeah. So but she said she froze it and everything, and it was delicious.
It was one of the best lasagnas I've ever had. It was so good.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
had 2 pieces by the pool, and I'm not ashamed of it.
But yeah, and then after, so we hung out on the rooftop for a little bit, ate some lasagna, and then we went to one of our favorite bars, Freaky Tiki, afterwards.
Yes.
And this was a weird Saturday because first we went to the beach and we saw a guy with an ankle monitor on, white guy. So we're coming up with all these stories. Is he on the run from the U.S.? Like,
Yeah.
if he is, why didn't he cut it off? I don't think Mexico does the ankle monitors. I think
asked
they
a
do
few
the.
people.
I think they do the cannonball with the chain around the ankle. I don't know if they got the ankle monitors yet, but yeah, very weird. So that was weird. And then we ate lasagna on the rooftop. So that was a little different.
Yeah.
But lasagna pool day, can't beat it. It was amazing.
It was amazing. I loved it.
And then we go to Freaky Tiki, and our friend Marlos is playing our friend Wanda's leg like a guitar.
Yeah.
And then the lead singer, he is playing his guitar with a Dos Equis bottle. Never
Yep.
saw that before.
Never seen it.
Yep.
He was amazing.
Yep.
Amazing guitarist.
And then Wanda's fishing for some more people to come up and dance on stage. She's just reeling them in like you used to do back in 1999.
Woo, woo, woo. No one took the bait.
Nobody took the bait. And then we see an old guy in the crowd, and he's getting it. I mean, he's breaking it down like Napoleon Dynamite style. Right? Did you see him?
He was getting it, dude.
Yeah.
That's why Wanda was fishing for people. She's like, nobody's dancing. We're like, that guy is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Why are you so sweaty? I've been practicing some dance moves.
He was so crazy.
Yeah. So that was a lot of weird things going on in one day.
Yeah. A lot to remember. Anytime you kind of go back and go, what are we going to talk about on the podcast? What happened this week? And you're like, nothing happened. And then we start thinking and looking back. A lot always happens. A lot of weird things.
Yeah, exactly. And then on what was this? On Sunday, we went out. Our friends Charlotte and Jonathan asked us if we wanted to go out, get a couple drinks, maybe some dinner, and go to the Cowboys game. Not go to the game. Go watch the game.
Yeah,
somewhere.
go watch some NFL. We're like, heck yeah.
Yeah. So we where did we go? Did we go? Oh, we went to CMC. We got some craft beers.
We went there first. You wanted a coconut stout.
Yep.
It was delicious. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And so we got there maybe like 7:30. Games at 8:15. and we have a couple beers, and it gets we're just chatting along, and it gets to be like 8:30, and none of us are Cowboys fans, obviously, except for Jonathan, because he's from Texas. So I was starting to feel a little bad. I was like, oh, we probably better get going. And he's watching it on his phone kind of while we're all talking and everything. Yeah. Or he's at least on his phone. And I was like, oh, shoot, like the game's already started. We need to get going. And he goes, well, actually, we're okay because I just realized the game is on Monday.
I felt so bad. Yeah. He's like, I wonder why I wasn't getting any notifications.
Yeah. So, I think that's what he was doing on his phone. He was trying to look up and see what it was.
Yeah, like what happened?
Or why he wasn't getting the notifications. So, yeah.
That's the only good thing our Alexa is for. So when I ask her when the Steelers are playing, she knows.
Yeah. She's like, what's up? So that was it was not too bad actually, because then we just finished some beers there, and then we looked for some place to go eat, and we tried out this new taco stand. That was really fucking good.
It's like right on it's like a block away from us. It's so good.
Yeah, it's like 48 pesos for a birria torta.
Yeah.
We had two arrachera tacos that were like 25 pesos, or like $1. A little bit over $1, like $1.25.
And the guys were so friendly and like happy and nice.
Yeah.
They were so happy we were there. Julio, ask for Julio. I'm still dreaming about that torta.
Yeah.
So good.
Oh, it's so good. That's kind of, now that I think about it, that's kind of a funny name, Julio. I mean, it's not a funny name, but it's like July. Like there's not a lot of people named July.
Oh yeah.
Except for the girl. There's one girl on Mad Men, right? Isn't it July something or other?
I never watched it.
Or June.
What's the English name comparison to it? Would it be July? You know how like Pedro is Peter and Josh is Josue and
let me look, because I mean it was weird because like Julio Jones, who played for the Falcons, he's a black guy, but I mean maybe he has a little Hispanic in him. Who knows?
Julio.
It's Julio is a Spanish and Portuguese variation of the name Julius.
Julius.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah,
that's nice.
Yeah, but yeah, so good. Definitely going back there probably this weekend.
Yes.
Tacos.
That would side note, that would be a great pug name. We're just randomly finding names, and then we're like, one day we could have a pug. We should start gathering names now. Julius would be a cute name.
My vote is still for Churro.
Churro.
Because Churro is churro, but also can mean joint. So that's,
like a little.
Yeah, so he's gonna be a little weed smoker too.
Yeah, if he's like Tiger, then that would be a perfect name.
And then the other thing that happened to me, so frustrated. So, little backstory. You probably have seen some of these beers. Every Christmas or every December, I do a beer chug with this one beer it's from the brewery Minerva, which is out of Guadalajara, and we went there in July for my birthday in Julio.
We love those beers.
And they come out with this beer called Navideña, and they do a different one. I mean, it's the same beer, but it's like they put a little bit of different
style.
Yeah, they're like I'm trying to think what else they've had in it. They've had like the was it Ibarra? The Mexican table chocolate.
Oh yeah.
They had was it marzipan?
Oh yeah.
Is it marzipan? Marzipan?
I think marzipan.
Yeah. Actually, I don't even know what the fuck is in it. I know the
marzipan. No. Marzipan?
Yeah, marzipan. It is. It's like some kind of candy. I mean, like I've had it in candy, but I don't know what it's actually made out of.
I feel like it's like crushed peanuts or something. It's
I think you're right.
Peanut
Something
butter,
like that.
but not.
Oh, it is a confectioner made of sugar and almond meal.
Oh, almond.
Yeah,
okay.
so it's the almond extract. So yeah, so one year the beer, which was last year, had the beer with marzipan. I guess it's marzipan in English, and it's mazapan in Spanish.
Ah, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, so so they kind of do a different adjunct in it every year, and it's a little bit different recipe. This year they have a new one, obviously. Oh, and Navideña is kind of like, it means like Christmas time.
Yeah.
Like I mean, Navidad is Christmas, but I was looking up Navideña, and to at least what I've understood, the word Christmas time, that's like one word.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. Like, it's like
that
another way to say it. As far as I know. If anybody knows better, let me know.
All I sing is Feliz Navidad.
But they also came out with a strong ale this year. So they have a red bottle and a green bottle.
Oh.
And we have not in Playa del Carmen got the strong ale yet, as far as I know.
Oh.
Ooh, I should check with our friend in Jose in Cozumel that owns La Internacional.
He gets it.
Yeah, he might have it. It's a little pricey, but I'll try it.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I see that we have this one beer store here that is across the highway. And that's the one that we've talked about, like we got to ride our bikes to and fucking walk and, take a camel. And I mean, it's a whole deal to get there.
It's a whole day.
But they're remodeling it. So now they have like delivery. So I saw on their website, they had a deal. And so these bottles usually run like $15-20 each. There was a deal, $20 for 2 of them and a free glass.
Oh.
So I was like,
free glass, sign me up. Like we need another free glass.
So now it matches our other one.
There you go. Perfect.
So I do this deal, I get them and bring them back, take pictures of them, post them and everything. And then I look at the, like what's in it, and it's the same recipe as last year.
Uh-oh.
And I was like, that doesn't seem right. Like why would they do the same recipe? And so then I go to Minerva's Instagram page, and I see the bottle, and the recipe for this year is a double chocolate stout, 9%, and it is not with the mazapán.
Did they send you the wrong one,
So
or they mixed it up?
I think that they had a bunch of leftovers from last year, and they're cutting a deal and not hoping people don't recognize it. So I'm a little pissed off. But I've realized that they do sell it on Amazon. That's another thing about Mexico. If the brewery is on Amazon, you can get beer shipped to your house from any brewery in the country.
That's how it should be. Why can't you buy alcohol on Amazon? Verify my ID or something. I don't know.
But for some reason, and not just Amazon, but also Mercado Libre.
So
I tried to order on that last night, but it doesn't take my U.S. card anymore. So now I got to go pay money at the gas station. Like what is that called? Like a Western Union kind of thing.
Yeah. Can you use my Wise card maybe?
Ooh, maybe. Well, no, it's not a Mexican bank account.
But it's got, true.
No, it shouldn't matter, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you take cards.
Take my money.
Yeah, right? I don't know. So I'm going to order on there. But I'm a little pissed off. Got the wrong one. But now I can drink these with friends, and then I'll go and get the real one for my chug.
Yeah, there you go. That's nice. Share with friends. You got a great deal. They're really big bottles. So, yeah. Share them with us.
Yeah, little rug pull there. I was kind of pissed.
Do you chug the whole Navidad bottle?
No, not the whole
chug.
No,
okay.
I mean I just do like I normally do. Just do a glass.
Okay, I couldn't remember. I was like, "Did you chug that whole thing?"
No, I mean I could if I wanted to.
No, please don't.
Yeah. So
no.
Yeah. So that's kind of about it for the weekend. What has been going on in the Airbnb world, Lex? We need a name for your segment.
I know. Airbnb with Alexis? I don't know. AA?
Yeah. No, we'll come up with something funny.
We had a little tiff between two different ladies. Two tiffs. Last time we had some girl, her guest punched someone in the face. This time these ladies are not staying together, and they got in a little tiff.
Oh, shit.
So the one lady messaged me and my boss and said, "Hey, are there assigned parking spots in front of the homes or in the parking lot that I'm not aware of?" And we're like, "You've been here for like 3 days. That's a weird question." We're like, "No, you can park wherever is available. There's plenty of parking for the 4 to 6 homes that are right there." So she messages back and goes, "Well, I received this note on my car and I thought it was from you." And it's just a handwritten little note that says, "Don't park here, Casa 5 only," or something. "No parking here."
Oh, geez.
And we're like, "Oh my." We're like, "No, my boss takes that very seriously." So he reached out to the woman that was staying at Casa 5 and said, "Hey, did you leave this note on our other guest's car?" He forwarded the picture of the note and then just hit her with that. And I'm just like, "Damn,
like, ooh, shit.
This is going to cause some shit." And she was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought that the parking spot in front of House 5, Casa 5, was our parking spot. I thought it was limited, and this person keeps parking in our spot." And we're like, "No, we never said there's assigned parking. You're not in charge of parking. There's no assigned parking." And she's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. It won't happen again. No problem." Go back to the other chick, tell her what happened. And she's like, "Oh, that's great. She's not a happy person." That was the next message we get. We're like, why do you say that?" And she's like, "Well, she's been like kind of yelling at other guests that she sees in the parking lot, probably about her car. She said a couple things to us, like randomly. She just doesn't seem happy," which I don't know how you're not happy in paradise. You're
Doesn't matter. Angry and miserable people are miserable everywhere.
Yeah. So it was really funny. I love that my boss he doesn't tolerate any of that shit. He just boop sends it right off and is like, "What the fuck is this?"
That's funny. Was she trying to sell her a ring?
No rings there. Oh my gosh. Then one more. We had this other guest that was coming for a wedding. This goes back to our talk of early check-in times,
right?
Which I'm totally on board with.
Yeah, I know people have not agreed with us.
I
I've been shocked, actually. Most people we've talked to and some people in the comments on the podcast have said it is not a big deal to ask for an early check-in.
I think we've been doing it all wrong because
I guess so.
Even our friend Wanda, she was like, oh, anywhere I stay, if it's a hotel or an Airbnb, I always ask for an upgrade, early check-in, anything. I'm like, why? Why would they even bought? Like, I mean, you're spending your money there, but I don't know.
I mean, I guess it doesn't hurt, but what's an upgrade?
Yeah, right? Do you get a better room? Or, I mean, we're Airbnb, so I can't upgrade you anymore. You're already in a $500,000 home. I don't know what else. Sometimes if there's an issue on our end, we will give a bottle of wine or ask them if they prefer beer, something like that.
Right.
And, just so this goes back to that. This guest messages us the day of or the night before. Actually, it was the night before, sorry. And they said, hey, we are coming in tomorrow. We're coming in early. We have a wedding at 4:00. Can we check in earlier than 4:00? So we have time to drop our shit, get ready, and then, haul ass to this wedding. And we're like, we always do our best to get you in early, but please plan on 4 p.m. as your check-in time. But we'll do our best to get you in. And they're like, pretty much, this is unacceptable. We need to check in at like 12:45. He wrote the number 12:45, like in particular, which is so weird to me.
Yeah, that's super weird.
And we're like, well, check out is at 11, so there's no way we can clean.
Oh, it's at 10:59.
It's at 10:59. We're like, it's impossible for us to clean this house in an hour and a half. Impossible. In an hour and a half. So we're explaining to him, like, we'll do the best we can. We have other homes. We're not a huge hotel staff. We have a cleaning team, but there are only so many people. So after, I think it was the rest of that day into the next day, kind of like bargaining with these people or going back and forth and haggling on check-in times. And then finally my boss says, okay, I moved everything around. We can get you in as early as 2, confirmed, but we might be able to get you in earlier, but we have to see how fast the girls can go, that are cleaning. And they're like, oh, okay, so 2 p.m. might work. Then like a couple hours later, like they landed Mexico and they're like, hey, can we check in? And we're like, it was like 12:45, 1:00. We're like, no, we told you last night, like 12 hours ago, that you can only check in at 2, but we're going to do our best. Long story long, Tom got him in at 1:30. We got him in 30 minutes before, and they were happy. But
shit.
I just don't understand. He was like 12:45. They were kind of getting snippy, like, well, we wouldn't have reserved your place if we knew there was an issue with early check-in. We're like, it's listed on our listing. 11 is checkout. 4 is
keyword
check-in.
Early.
Yeah.
Like not check-in. Yeah.
Exactly.
But see, this is why this stuff happens is because you guys, I mean, not you, but like people or in places in general, you bend for the assholes. Yeah. You can't bend for the assholes. You help out the nice people. The assholes, you stick it to them. So these people, I would have said, no, sorry, 3:00 or whatever. What's your checkout?
4.
Or check-in?
4.
4. Okay, 4:00. Sorry.
Yeah.
What are they going to do? Leave a bad review? They wouldn't let me check in before the time that I agreed to check in at?
Yeah.
They were being an asshole to you guys. And, I mean, like, if somebody was being like, hey, is there any way we could do, being very, nice about it, then you help those people out. But the reason that people that are assholes to people in customer service get away with these things is because these types of things happen and they've learned, oh, if I'm just persistent and an asshole about it, I'm going to get my own way. Fuck those people. You guys shouldn't have let them in until 4:00. Sorry.
Which would be great, but my boss takes the higher road and says the path of least resistance. So if we can get them in, we will. But what I think people don't understand is we have, they were staying at a place called Villa Papalote. So there's only one Villa Papalote. It's not like I have another place, like another room I can put you. I'm not a Red Roof Inn with a bunch of rooms. We only have one of each home.
I love that you use Red Roof Inn. I'm not a Motel 6.
I'm not a Hilton or whatever you want.
Yeah, no, I know.
I miss our Red Roof Inn trips.
Yeah, I do too.
But I'm like, you have to understand, we have a team, we have a schedule that we go through, and we do try and prioritize if there is a situation like this. And of course, we're sympathetic to, there's a wedding at 4 in Tulum, but sounds like you're flying in the day of. Sounds like poor planning on your part,
right?
Sir.
So that's not y'all's fault,
right?
So
right.
I'm just saying.
But yeah, I just think people don't think of the bigger picture. They think hotel, like, oh, you should have a bunch of rooms to put us in, a bunch of cleaning people, a bunch of, resources. Yeah. We don't. We have like 6 cleaning women. We have like 20 homes, but they're all booked.
But that's more than most. And you guys need to stop leading on to that. You have this team of people and that you're, not lead on to that you're not a big professional company, but they don't know. Unless you guys tell them, you got one cleaning lady in one house and that's it.
Well, yeah, as far as they know, that is what we have. So why would you assume that you can check in at 12:45?
Exactly. So, they and when did they ask this?
The day before their arrival day.
So they have a wedding at 4. The check-in is at 4, and they waited however long from when they booked it to ask about that.
Exactly.
No, don't help these people out. Fuck these people.
It was a girl and a guy. So the guy asked about the early check-in the day before their arrival, and then the next day in the morning, once they landed, like I said, the girl asked, "Hey, when can we check in?" And my boss is like, "Let me get it. I got it." He's like, "The same fucking thing we told you yesterday. 2:00 is the earliest we can get you in." And they're all like bent out of shape because they want to get in there and get ready. I said, "You're going to have to make other arrangements then if you need to get ready before 2:00. Go find a friend, go find a public bathroom, a beach club. I don't know."
Are you the only people attending the wedding?
Yeah.
See, this is what drives me crazy about, and whatever about people asking to check in early. If this was us, we would contact our friends or somebody else going to the wedding.
Yeah.
Hey, is there any way we can come to your room and drop our stuff off and get ready there? We can't check into ours yet. Maybe ask, say, hey, is there any way it would be ready early? No, I'm sorry. Really, you can't. We only have one cleaning lady and okay, fine. Then you ask then you go and do that with your friend. You don't badger the people that are hosting you. Like that's so rude.
And we do offer at this cluster of homes, we do offer a bag drop. So we offer that to them. If you're here at 12, you can drop your bags and then come back at 2. So you're not lugging your stuff around. They didn't want to do that. They didn't want to come there, go somewhere else and then come back, which sorry, I don't know what to tell you. I'm not in charge of your vacation.
Oh my God. People are so entitled with that stuff.
Actually, it turned out really great. They had a great time at the wedding and they left us a killer review. So I don't know.
Well, yep. Sometimes it works.
We'll take it. But some people like that don't leave reviews or they still leave shitty reviews.
Or
so,
what would have happened if you just stood your ground and said 4? Would they have still left you a good review?
I don't know.
You don't know.
Maybe B.
Yeah, maybe B. But anyway, book with us. We'll talk shit about you behind your back. Just kidding.
It's called workplace venting.
Yeah,
Thank
no,
you.
I know. I'm just joking. Oh shoot. But yeah, those are good stories. I mean, good. That one was a good ending.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
I mean, we always try and go above and beyond for every guest and make them have a positive experience. It's just sometimes it starts out a little rocky.
Yeah, but this is, I mean, if I was an older man, I would say that's what's wrong with people today. You let them walk all over you and they expect the world.
That's the problem with this generation. They don't know check-in and check-out times.
But it is kind of true. Like I was saying, like if you keep letting people get away with being a dick and getting their own way.
Yeah.
Like that's why I always hate at, I don't know, banks or the airport or something. If somebody like makes a scene, then they they try to appease you by giving you something. And it's like, no, that's when you tell them, all right. And now airports are doing that.
Yeah.
Fuck around and find out. They make a scene, you're out of here. You're never flying again.
Exactly.
And you know what? People are going to stop doing that shit. But if you let them throw a tantrum and then say, oh, have some free airline points, we're going to upgrade you, we're going to do this, it doesn't matter. They're going to talk shit about you regardless. Why help them out more and teach them, hey, if I'm an asshole, that I'm going to get my own way?
Yeah.
No. sorry, buddy, you ain't flying again.
I
Get the
know.
fuck out of my plane.
Not my lesson to teach. So
No,
we'll just,
totally understand.
I'll just do my job and
No,
carry
totally
on.
understand. And I know it's all a case by case basis. You know,
Yeah.
some people are, you know, not as rude about it.
But I tell you what, next hotel or Airbnb I'm staying at, I'm asking for 9 a.m. check-ins and upgrades out the wazoo. And I hope you do when you go to Louisiana. Stay at your hostel. Ask them, what upgrades can you give me? Can
Yeah.
I check in early?
Can I have the top bunk?
Yeah.
There's so much more room for activities.
I hope so.
Yeah. Well, shoot. This weekend, let's see what do we got going on. We're taking our friend. Well, no, Saturday. What are we doing Saturday? Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're taking our friend Shelly and her son and wife,
Girlfriend.
to Eshkaret. So that should be fun.
Show them around. A little Hanson tour.
That's right. And we're scouting out restaurants for New Year. I mean, not New Year's. Christmas.
Christmas.
Yeah,
Christmas Eve.
Yeah, because we're going Christmas Eve. We're gonna go have dinner there.
I think
and
we should do that.
yeah. And then Saturday evening is our friend Sydney's birthday.
Yes. And she's moving to Progresso, but I'm glad we get to party with her before she moves.
Yeah.
I'm so sad.
I know.
I'll miss her in Cheyenne.
Friday we're hanging out with some of our other friends. Actually, a guy I met online. He's from Bettendorf, Iowa.
Oh, nice. Of
But
course.
he used to live in Costa Rica, and then they moved here. And so I was like, oh, got the Iowa connection and stuff.
Yes.
So they're back in town. So I think we're going to the beach with them one of the days. And
Him
then,
and his wife are so nice and so fun.
yeah. And then Sunday we're meeting up with the pugs that we were watching.
Yes.
Their dad, Juan, he's
Yes.
going to take us to a new little taco stop.
Nice.
So yeah, it should be fun.
So excited.
Mm.
We should say Feliz cumpleaños, Cindy. Or
Oh,
Sydney.
yeah.
Jeez.
I always have a hard time saying that, like Sydney and Cindy.
Yeah, we have a friend, Cindy, and I know they're completely different.
Yeah. Not that I have a hard time saying that, but like right when I'm about to say it, I'm like, wait, which one am I talking about? Oh shit. Okay.
Yes, we know. Feliz cumpleaños, Sydney.
Yes. And also, this is totally random, but one of my videos on my DigiDude Nate Facebook page, my beer hotel video that we went to in Columbus, Ohio,
Yes.
the Brewdog Beer Hotel. It has, I think as of right now, has 1.1 million views.
It took off, man.
Yeah.
It is still taking off.
And I'm making some pretty decent money off of it. So if you guys do want to support us and help us out, doesn't cost you anything. All you have to do is go onto my DigiDude Nate page and just share it. Share it so then more people see it.
Yeah.
I get more commissions off of it and everything like that.
Do you
So,
just have to share it, or you like it, or watch it, or
any
all
kind of
them?
engagement. So like it, comment on, even just say, hey, cool video or whatever.
Yeah.
It just builds up the engagement. But sharing it definitely helps way more because then that builds up the views and that's what I get paid on. So
I gotcha. Very
Yeah,
nice.
yeah, so,
Christmas money.
yeah. No, actually it's right now it's paying for my trip to New Orleans. So,
Very nice.
yeah.
That's even better.
Yeah. And also another video we have up there, the what's the incline called?
The
You guys call it Duquesne, I think, but
Duquesne,
it doesn't
yeah.
look like it's spelled like
It
that.
looks like Dabuki or something
Yeah.
like that. But yeah,
Get up on that
Duquesne.
Shabuki, that Shabuki
It's
incline.
The Shabuzi incline.
Yeah, that one in Pittsburgh, that one has like 250,000 views, I think, as well. So same thing. If you can share either of those, super appreciate it. It would really help us out.
I think a lot of people don't realize that's how like influencers, or maybe they do, influencers and creators. I guess you're an influencer, but a creator.
Yeah, creator. Like
Yeah.
influencer has like a bad connotation now.
Yeah.
So yeah, creator. Yeah.
Social media creator. Though, you know, that engagement does help pay for your creativity and for, you know, all the work you put into these videos, because it is not easy to edit videos of any kind, big or small.
Yeah. Well, and it's interesting to see the difference between views and likes and things
yeah.
like that. Like the incline video has, I don't know, maybe like 6,000 reactions, like likes, love, share, like whatever.
Yeah.
And then my beer hotel video has maybe like 3,000, but I'm making probably 6 times more off of the beer video because it has more views.
Gotcha.
So even though one has a lot more, like, and the same thing with anything, like you see something, I was like, oh, it only has like 30 likes or whatever, it could have 10,000 views and be making some money off of it. So.
Usually your videos do. It'll be like 100 likes, but then like 2,000 views or more than
so
that.
it's like it makes you realize how many people aren't actually clicking, like engaging with or interacting with it. You know?
I feel like I'm a heavy
Smoker?
No. A heavy emoji person, just in typing in general, but I love the different emojis. So anything that I'm like, I like that, I always do an emoji, not only to just support that person, the creator, but also it's helpful to me to go back and look. If you like something, it'll be in your archive. It'll show any of your likes or whatever. So if I'm going back and like, oh, where was that recipe or where was that cool video on that trip? You can go back and find it. But I feel like a lot of people don't take that time to just click like or heart it or something.
Yeah,
It's
which
weird.
now we know it doesn't fucking matter. It's the shares, because let's say, one of our friends shares it, or a fucky of some sort.
A fucky.
If you share it on your Facebook, then everyone that sees it in their feed, I'm getting views off of that because they're watching it.
Yeah.
And then they might say, oh, that's a cool video. And they'll share it on theirs. And it just kind of extrapolates. And,
That's how it goes viral.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
True.
how the kids go viral.
That's how
these
it
days.
happens. Oh, yeah. But
That's fine.
anyway, so yeah, I really appreciate it if anybody could share those videos. But buymeacoffee.com/Hansons on Hiatus. Buy some virtual beers there. Hansonsonhiatus.com. You can go there, check out the merch store. We got a ton of cool new designs for Christmas, beer stuff, pug stuff, fucky stuff. What else? Just Christmas and New Year stuff in general.
All
It's
sorts of stuff.
not just podcast stuff. And great Christmas gifts. So you could, we have hats, we have T-shirts, tank tops, sweatshirts,
Mugs,
pillows,
tote bags, all the stuff.
phone cases.
Yeah.
And like we've said, if there's something that you guys you have like an idea of something, like, hey, it'd be really cool if you had a cat driving a monster truck on there or something. Let us know. We'll make the design. We'll put it up on the website, and then you guys can buy it and give them as a Christmas gift.
I did get that feedback. Can I see some more cats on your stuff?
Yeah,
I'm like,
driving Gravedigger.
I'm like, sorry, I'm probably a little more towards dogs and pugs.
Yeah, we should do some more cat stuff. There's a lot of cat people out
I can
there.
get some kitties on there.
Yeah.
I can get that on board.
But yeah, so yeah, all that on hansonsonhiatus.com. You can become a Patreon monthly fucky supporter. What else we got there? We have the YouTube and Spotify links. If you think any of your friends would like the podcast, we'd really appreciate that.
Send it on over to them. Be like, these guys are hilarious. You got to listen to this.
Gotta listen. Yeah. And as usual, if you got any questions about Mexico or anything, let us know.
Yeah.
We'll do our best to answer them.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. So like, follow, share, subscribe, Spotify, YouTube, Instagram, iTunes, YouTube Music at Hansons on Hiatus. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Happy Friday, fuckers.
Happy Friday, fuckies.
That's it. Thanks for listening. Goodbye for now. Bye.